3, 2, 1. Liftoff of the Falcon 9.
Vehicles pitching downrange.
Stage 1 prop is nominal. Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing weird startup. Stage 1 landing leg deploying.
Falcon 9 has landed.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, good morning. First flight of the day. We are running the RAV5 with an air start system again, and we're reverting back to an old program we had on the software that will enable the air start. So today we should have success, but also, and more importantly, maybe you might notice, I've got fins on my booster, so I think that's going to help tremendously in the rocket from arcing over on us. So it's getting some more stability in the rear, so we get more straight vertical flights. That being said, we've got an F-15-4 for the booster, followed by an E-12-6 sustainer, 24-inch parachute in the backup, got a 30-inch in the ace. We're running the RFC, of course, up in the payload bay with the Jolly Logic 2 and the Ion, which we'll be hearing audibly here in a second once I arm it. And we're also flying the onboard camera as well. So, that all being said, let's go ahead and arm the altimeter. I realize it's a little out of focus for you, but that's because I got it set for manual. Okay, it says armed. We should hear the confirmation. Once we do, then we'll know we're good. We got a full moon up there.
Altimeter ready for launch.
Beautiful. Okay, we're going to wait for one more command and we'll give the countdown from 5, but we are armed. Everything is ready. Skies are clear. Winds are calm right now.
Altimeter ready for launch.
Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Launch. High altitude.
Okay,
680.
we got it. Let's see if I can find it on the camera, but it's coming down under chute. There's the booster real quick. Where's it at? If I can find it. Okay, the booster's down. And the rocket, my goodness, I am so sorry, I'm not finding it. Well, you just gotta trust me. It's coming down under chute, but why can't I find it on the camera? There it is. I am so sorry. Wow. Okay, well, there we go. We got it. There at the end. Okay, we have touchdown. And hopefully the onboard camera will give us a lot better footage than I was able to provide. But the air start did work. So I don't know if it's the sun glare behind me, I couldn't find the rocket on the camera screen. Whether or not it actually showed up for you or not, I don't know yet, but you already do. But I couldn't see anything on my little screen, so I kind of tried to aim it the right direction. But the other thing is, my fingers are frozen sticks right now because it's like sub-freezing temperatures. And for you east coasters and up north, you're laughing because it's only in the 40s. But for us desert rats, that's freezing cold. So I may not have been working the zoom efficiently because I couldn't even really feel the zoom button. But like I said, hopefully we'll get some good onboard camera footage from the onboard. That'll tell us if everything worked properly. It looked like we had a good, decent ascent up. It started to arc over a little bit, not too terribly bad. And then, but it did fire the air start, which was good. Okay, I can see it. Oh, still a ways to go. I may have to cut this video because it's a ways out there yet. But successful. Like I said, the onboard will tell us more. So let me just get out to the rocket and I'll get back to you. Okay, we're still a ways out, but you can see the rocket there. The parachute's kind of draped over a bush. Yeah, we had two parachutes out. I mean, we had the ace deployed, did its job, and then the backup fired and gave us the 24-inch. So it came down nice and soft under the two parachutes. And again, I don't know if the booster showed up on camera or not either, but the booster came down nicely under its own 18-inch parachute. Okay, get through this little wash here. And I didn't pick up the booster on the way out. I'll pick that up on the way back in. But everything should be okay. Like I said, it came down under two chutes, so it should have touched down relatively softly. Oh, I hear beeping, so the ion must have registered something. Yeah, let me turn the camera off. Six, 8, 688. Let me verify that 6. Yeah, 6. Okay, so 688. Good deal. All right, we'll compare that to the Jolly Logic and the RFC. Let's take a look at the back end here of the E12.6. It ignited as planned. Now, this is kind of funny. The alignment marks, well, they're not perfectly aligned, so that may have just been a coincidence that it lined back up somewhat close. But they were in perfect alignment earlier, so I'm going to say the ace did also do its job, but we'll confirm that. The disconnect worked once it deployed the backup. The hatch held on. Good. Everything. See, always the parachutes always catch a bush, and the rockets don't. But excellent. That's a great way to start off the day. The fins all look good here. Yeah, despite the cracks from previous flights and crashes, everything held together great. Awesome. All right, let's move on to the next rocket. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next up we've got the Max Q rockets Falcon 9, and this is the third flight on this rocket, but you'll notice one thing of interest, and this is pretty exciting news for Max Q, is included now with all the new rocket sets are his new fin can set that he's sending. It's still 3D printed, but it's a transparent, I guess you could call it off-white, but it is transparent more or less. For 3D printing, that's pretty good. So excited to see how that's going to work out here. Running a C63 motor, and I've got the 24-inch parachute in there, and I've got 3 altimeters. I got the RFC, the Ion, and the Jolly Logic 2. So that being said, let's arm the igniter, let's arm the Ion. Hopefully we'll get some feedback. I'm suspecting that maybe the battery was a little low and it couldn't transmit, because once I got back, I was getting data from it from the RAV5 flight. So it might have just been a low battery. I didn't charge it last night, I'll be honest.
Altimeter ready for launch.
Okay, so the rocket is ready. Scanning the skies. Skies are clear. Winds are pretty calm right now, so we'll give them one more command and then we'll do the countdown. C63.
Altimeter ready for launch.
Okay, we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
100 feet.
Oh my goodness.
Altitude 156
That was
feet.
that was pretty close, but everything worked. We got good deployment. We got the Ion was actually calling back the data. That was good. That worked out well, and I'd say that fin set did its job. Well, that was pretty exciting there at the end. But wow, 3 seconds would have been nicer if we had less, to be honest with you. But oh, we broke a fin. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see what happened here. Oh, look at the smoke coming out still. Okay, so it did hit, and it didn't absorb like I thought it would, unfortunately. But you know, you got to take into account I'm flying off of rocks too, so. But still a good flight. Everything for the most part survived. This can be repaired, and I hear the Ion chirping in there. Let's see if I can get some numbers from it. The chute worked, barely. All right, let's get some numbers here. One, 5, 6, 156, 156 feet. Okay, not bad for a C63. Had a lot of weight up in the nose too, so couldn't go quite as high as we would have liked to, but it all worked out. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, next flight up, the ULA Vulcan Centaur from Max Q Rockets. Now, if you remember the last time I flew this, I was testing out a new fin assembly that I used, and the fins didn't even stay on the rocket. Literally, they fell off on the climb up. So the thing went out of control. It was a bad flight. Could have ended a lot worse, but anyway, that being said, just like on the Falcon 9 previously, Max Q has produced a new set of fins from that transparent 3D printed plastic, and it mounts the same way. So I'm optimistic that this is going to go well. Now, this flight, it's going to pain me to tell you this, but I am only running one altimeter. That's right, just one altimeter. Why? Because I got to keep the weight down. Although I love testing and comparing the different altitudes from the different units, I'm risking too much in adding that weight to this rocket. It's already more draggy, so to speak, than the Falcon 9, and I don't want to, you know, it's not getting enough altitude for everything to open up and operate properly. So we're just running the Jolly Logic 2. What else? Gonna run the 24-inch parachute on a C63 motor, and scanning the skies. We do have an airliner, but it's off in the distance. Assuming it doesn't turn base, we should be good. So if it keeps on trucking to the east, we're okay. And he's not banking, so I think we're okay. Okay, so that being said, skies are clear, winds are calm. We are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We got a good flight out of the Vulcan Centaur. I knew it would come one of these days. Nice. Awesome. Let's go get it. That was sweet. That's what I've been hoping to get out of these rockets. Again, I hate not running more altimeters, but I just got to keep the weight down. But it seemed to have worked this time. The fins held up well. There's a little flex to them. Oh, you know what? Well, we got a little crack here too. So despite the flexibility, they're still a little bit brittle. But again, that's an easy repair. I don't know if you can see the smoke still smoldering out of the tube. But let's see, nose cone. Everything looks good there. Everything did its job. The fins did hold, and they gave it a nice straight trajectory. That's probably the best flight. In fact, that is the best flight I've ever had on that rocket. So finally got some success there. Very pleased. All right, moving on. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, last flight of the day, running my 3D printed Pathfinder that I got from Joe. And you can tell it's a Pathfinder because it says Pathfinder. Although I know it's blurry, I apologize, but it's, again, manually focused for long distance. But maybe I'll try to figure out a way to switch back and forth easier. Anyway, Pathfinder on a C6.5, because it's going to go pretty high and pretty fast, so I want a little bit longer delay. So I got a 5-second delay. I'm running the Max Q, and I think I said the last time I flew was a 14-inch. I'm pretty sure it's a 15-inch, so I misspoke last time I flew this parachute. But it's a bright orange plastic chute, and I'm running the Jolly Logic 2 up in the nose cone. So that's all I've got on board. Scanning the sky, skies are clear, winds are dead calm. We are going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it. Look at that. I love that parachute. Looks like it's drifting a little bit to the southwest. Such a lightweight rocket for that chute too. Look at it, just hanging. That's zoomed in as far as I can go. So graceful. Not much spin that I can see either. That would have been good for an onboard camera, but then we wouldn't have gotten the flight results either, so kind of a catch-22 there. Okay, we're getting close to touchdown. And there we have it. Sweet. Perfect flight. Let's go get it. Well, that was a true test of my filming abilities, because that thing was getting up there in a hurry and getting up really high in a hurry too. So fortunately it didn't arc over anything, so it was pretty easy to track it as it went straight up. But of course then as it arced over the top, you know, you got to kind of try to keep it in camera. Fortunately, you know, those SS motors have that delay burn at the top, so kind of gives you another indicator as to where it's at, which definitely does help. Okay, so I'm not looking for a white rocket, I'm looking for an orange parachute, because that'll be a lot easier to find. You know, for someone who doesn't have a 3D printer, I'm really digging these 3D rockets. Between Joe and Randall over at Max Q, I'm really intrigued and having fun with them, because you know they're durable. They don't require painting for the most part. Well, they're heat resistant if you use the right using the right plastics, I guess. They're lightweight. And man, if you're good with your programming skills, I guess you can write a lot of detail into the file. And so they come out looking scale-like, and they're just a lot of fun. And you know what? I almost walked past it, but I looked to my left, and there's an orange parachute. I'm excited to see what this altimeter shows. There it is. That'd be the Pathfinder. Let's see, make sure altimeter's still up in the nose cone. No burning or singeing on the chute. I used a lot of dog barf up down the tube, so no new burns. Those holes are from the previous flights with my Alpha when it burned, but it's holding up well. Man, I hate to say it, but that was a pretty darn good day of flying. So, all right, well, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. God bless. Bye-bye.